Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back slightly as I'm doing this video. Don't forget, guys, we have options today, but Bitcoin is creeping up to that 100,000. Now we have the stock market slightly up. The Dow is up big, but don't forget the Dow is only 30 stocks. Now we have Bitcoin overtakes the Taiwan dollar, making it the 12th largest currency in the world. And who can only do that? That's right, guys, the Fed. And if the sheep weren't so distracted, they would see a new digital economy rising. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates. The short end right now up, the long end down. But yield rates are still strong. And right now we have the dollar strong as ever. Got all the way up to 108 right now at 107. And what is that doing? That's right, hurting the emerging markets, forcing them to go to those stablecoins, forcing them to go to blockchain while their fiat is being destroyed. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And right now we have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether's Treasury has minted over 12 billion USDT this month. And how does crypto get these pumps? That's right, through stablecoins. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have the Fed. Yesterday, the repo was at 188 billion. Today is at about 204 billion. Make sure you're pulling it on a daily basis during the week. Now we have the UK government plans to draft a regulatory framework for crypto and stablecoin providers for early next year. And again, while the sheep are distracted, the NWO builds. And you're seeing every sector of this economy being destroyed. And the fix is AI, robot algorithms, and drones. And it doesn't matter what country you go to, they all have a plan for this fourth industrial revolution. So that means they have to have something in common, and that's the banks. And we know the banks are the biggest what? I'll let you finish that. Never forget, the economy is the secret weapon. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Right now, we have the Bitcoin spot ETFs up. Ethereum spot ETFs are down. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. Now, make sure you watch the video I did last night. We have Gary Gensler out. Also, we know Janet Yellen will be leaving also. And remember, I told you, as soon as they got into office, they were the NWO chess pieces to get us moved over to this digital economy. Gary Gensler's job was to kick the regulation can down the road, And Janet Yellen's job was to flood the markets with money. And that's the reason why we got all this inflation. And it kept the markets up. Now that Janet Yellen is going to be leaving, we know the markets are going to be taking a pullback. So therefore, they can start to build. Don't forget, anytime we have pullbacks, it doesn't matter. Everything takes a pullback. But then, of course, the NWO stocks and cryptos will rise at the top. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, XRP got a pump off the news. Remember that 95% of Ripple's business is overseas. Also, Solana got a pump off the news with Gary Gensler leaving. And we saw XRP and Solana spot ETF filings increased because whoever gets this SEC job is going to give a clear route so these crypto companies can be regulated. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have payments giant Stripe brings crypto services to Aptos as Circle's USDC stablecoin launch on the network. And whoever makes payments seamless and DeFi seamless is going to be the winner. And these stablecoins are the foundation, and USDC is the chosen one. Remember, with smart contracts, these stablecoins are programmable, being able to tell you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend them, or poof, they're gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Charles Schwab plans to offer crypto directly to his clients. And since Trump became the president of crypto, all of a sudden these big banks and big corporations are all in on Bitcoin and crypto. But we know behind the curtain, they've been funding Bitcoin and crypto from the beginning. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.